Wentzville, Missouri is a St. Louis suburb that's been exploding in population over the last few decades, and in this video, we're going to see what all the hype is about. Located about 40 miles west from downtown St. Louis along I-70, it takes about 40 minutes to reach downtown St. Louis from Wentzville. Wentzville is a part of the affluent St. Charles County, which is not only the wealthiest county in the state, but it's also one of the fastest growing counties in Missouri. And it's mostly people who are fleeing St. Louis County to the east, as the suburbs here continue to expand outwards, while the older places in the greater St. Louis area continue to decline in population. Well, where I started the video was right off of I-70 in the area's main shopping district. This is where you'll find all of the pickup truck drive-in Walmart shop and hill jacks in the area as they all band together to get anything they need off of Wentzville Parkway. There's a Lowe's, Target, Walmart, Home Goods, Kohl's, Home Depot, CVS, PetSmart, Culver's, Starbucks, 54th Street Bar and Grill, Panera Bread, Taco Bell, plus many other chain restaurants and stores. So, just like many other suburban areas in this country, Wentzville has all of their shopping in one area right off of the freeway. Wentzville has grown to be pretty large in area over the recent years with all of the demand for housing in St. Charles County. Here you can see just how fast Wentzville has been growing. The place is littered with cookie-cutter subdivisions everywhere you look, and the growth isn't going to be slowing down here anytime soon. Let's face it, in the United States, there's always going to be a market for newly built housing in a large metro area, and in greater St. Louis, all of that action is happening right here in Wentzville, along with some other places in St. Charles County, and now even in Warren County to the west. In fact, St. Charles County and Warren County are really the only counties in the greater St. Louis area that are seeing noticeable growth. Areas over in Illinois and Metro East are shrinking, and St. Louis County is shrinking, and St. Louis City continues to shrink, and Jefferson County to the south is not necessarily shrinking or growing, it's just kind of staying stagnant, but all of the new activity is happening here in St. Charles County and Warren County to the west. And it's funny because you can live in Warren County and be as far away as an hour's drive away from downtown St. Louis. Up ahead, we're going to be turning into one of the newer subdivisions. Also, this road that we're on currently went from being 4 lanes down to 2, and it wouldn't surprise me if this stretch looks a lot different here pretty soon with the projected growth in the area. Anyway, the U.S. Census estimates Wentzville to be home to over 47,000 residents, which is up 3,000 from the 2020 census count of 44,000. So for a 2-year stretch, gaining 3,000 residents is pretty significant. The median household income in Wentzville is $97,000 per year. 40% of adults 25 and older hold a bachelor's degree or higher, and the median value of owner-occupied housing units is $246,000, while the poverty rate is only 4.4%. I actually meant to make a turn back there, so up ahead I turned around, but now moving on to the crime rates, as you can see, you don't have to worry about much here in the good old Ville of Wentz, as both the violence and property crime rates are well below average. Niche.com ranks the public schools as an A, and Area Vibes gives Wentzville a livability score of 86 out of 100, with commute time being the category receiving the worst score. And if it weren't for that, Area Vibes would probably give Wentzville a score above 90, as pretty much everything else about the place makes Wentzville an ideal place to live. The average commute time, however, for anyone in Wentzville is 27 minutes, which is actually right around the U.S. average. However, that's definitely not ideal, as you don't want to be commuting to work 30 minutes one way because that means you're spending an hour of your day driving. And that's probably what most Wentzville residents end up doing, because if you look at a map of where Wentzville is, it makes sense, as most of the industrial parks or large commercial office centers in the area are far away to the east in St. Louis County. And it would take quite a bit of time to commute all the way over there during the morning rush, especially with I-70 getting more and more congested with all of the suburban growth that's been taking place along the I-70 corridor. Sure, there are some jobs in Wentzville, and I'll talk about that later in the video, but the only reason why Wentzville is growing so quickly is because of suburban expansion with people leaving St. Louis and St. Louis County. I mean, let's face it, the majority of the people who are moving here aren't moving here because they got a job with the Wentzville schools or the Walmart or one of the other retail stores that we saw earlier. They're moving here because they want to live in a nice area near where they work, which is most likely elsewhere in St. Charles County or further east in St. Louis County, and Wentzville just happens to have plenty of open land to build new homes, plus it's off of I-70, so that makes it ideal. But yes, most of Wentzville these days looks like this, as it's become a hotbed for newer housing. We'll lollygag through this neighborhood for a little bit longer before checking out one of the high schools in the area. After that, we'll check out the downtown area, and at the end of the video, we'll go by the GM assembly plant in town. Meanwhile, I drove around Wentzville for over an hour when filming this video, and it's no longer the small town that it used to be, as newer subdivisions keep being built all over the place here. And if you want to see more of what Wentzville looks like, make sure to check out part 2 of this video, which will be uploaded on my second channel called Chris Harden's Travel Archives, and the link for that will be down below once it's uploaded. I skipped the video to the far southern edge of Wentzville. Here you can see Wentzville South Middle School, but just past it is Timberland High School, which is one of as many as 4 high schools in the Wentzville School District. Niche.com rates Timberland as an A, so as far as public schools go, you can't go wrong with sending your kids here. The athletic teams go by the Wolves, and among the most notable alumni is former NFL running back Monty Ball. Now I skip the footage to where we're in downtown Wentzville, and you can see what the town used to be for so many years before suburban growth took over. Wentzville has a decent little downtown area. There's definitely potential to make it something more than what it is currently. There's a few nice restaurants and shops to entertain a night out on the town, but like I said, there could be more things to do here. Anyway, since we're now here, I'll talk about the history of the place, as Wentzville was founded back in 1855 along the railroad. The land was once owned by a man named William M. Allen, who also happened to be a slaveholder. Allen was the one who laid out the original grid streets along the recently built railroad line, and in 1857, the first train arrived. The name of Wentzville comes from a man who supervised the construction of the railroad through the area, that being Mr. Erasmus Livingston Wentz, who was from New York State. Originally, it was the tobacco industry that drove the town's economy, as there were many such farms in the immediate area, and the railroad helped distribute the product. Wentzville was incorporated as a town in 1872 and as a city in 1903. Wentzville never really saw much population or economic growth until 1980, when General Motors built a brand new facility on the east side of town, which ended up replacing their location on the north side of St. Louis. Once the plant opened in Wentzville, GM provided 6,000 jobs to the area, which was more than twice the amount of the population of Wentzville at the time. Since then, Wentzville has seen continuous suburban growth, with things really picking up around 2000. Today, the Wentzville GM assembly plant is the last remaining auto assembly plant in the greater St. Louis area, which used to be the second highest region in automotive production, only to Detroit's, but not so much today. Anyway, once again, we'll go past the Wentzville GM plant towards the end of the video. Here you can see some nicer looking newer apartments that have been built right next to a trailer park, but like I said earlier, I thought that downtown Wentzville was lacking in amenities, in things to do. It would be really cool if some of those chain restaurants could leave the area around the Walmart and maybe set up shop in one of the older buildings here in downtown and make it a place where people want to spend a night out on the town at, but we'll see if that ever happens in the future. Just west of downtown is Holt High School, which is the oldest high school in the Wentzville School District and the second oldest in St. Charles County. Before Wentzville became a multi-high school town, it was called Wentzville High School. Niche.com gives Holt High School an A-, so that's pretty good. The athletic teams go by the Indians, and among the most notable alumni includes MLB players Ross Detweiler and Tim Melville. Lastly, we'll check out the Wentzville GM assembly plant, which once again construction started in 1980, while it opened in 1983. Initially, the plant employed 6,000, whereas currently just over 4,000 are employed here. This plant replaced the former GM truck assembly plant on the north side of St. Louis, which most famously assembled Corvettes from 1954 to 1981. More on that in my video on the Wells Goodfellow neighborhood in St. Louis, which can be found in my St. Louis playlist. The Wentzville GM assembly plant currently assembles GM's mid-sized trucks and full-size vans, those models being the Chevy Colorado and Express models, along with the GMC Canyon and Savannah models. The Colorado and Canyon have been made here since 2014, whereas the Express and Savannah models have been made here dating back to 1996. Once again, if you want to see more of what Wentzville, Missouri looks like these days, make sure to check out my second video on Wentzville, and the link for that will be down below once it's uploaded on my second channel. There's no question that Wentzville is growing faster than most other places in the state of Missouri, and once again, that's mostly because people have stopped moving to St. Louis County, which has actually started to see a population loss, and the city of St. Louis continues to decline as well. St. Charles County is the new place to be in the region, as it's growing faster than almost any other in the greater St. Louis area. It's also the wealthiest in the state of Missouri when going off of median household income. With that said, I do end the video here, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, as doing all of those things helps these videos destroy the evil monster that is the YouTube algorithm. Also make sure to hit that notification bell and select yes, so that you can be notified every time that I upload a new video. If you enjoyed this video, then you might enjoy checking out some of the featured playlists on this channel. Videos with amazing insights on other places like what you saw here can be found in my St. Louis Suburbs playlist or in my Missouri playlist. Last but not least, if you can't get enough of me on here, you can always go follow me on my other social media accounts, and those links are below. We'll see you next time. Peace.